Welcome back, everybody, to Local 4 Live. I'm Nick Monticelli. Thank you so much for watching. Let's take a live look now at Michigan State University, where they are testing a new type of road that could change how we fix our roads and streets forever, ending Michigan's infamous pothole season. Bendable concrete can heal itself and even heat up to keep roads clear of snow and ice. Researchers at Michigan State say it is twice as strong as normal concrete and can bend without breaking, repairing small cracks all on its own. The self-heating feature means safer roads and less winter maintenance. The innovation is funded by a grant from the Michigan Economic Development Corporation and, of course, Michigan State University. So, to help me understand what in the world we're talking about, we have Dr. Bill Jin. He is the lead researcher and professor at Michigan State College of Engineering. Thank you so much for being here. This is incredible, but I don't understand it at all. So, how can concrete bend? You've got examples, but explain this to me.
Of course. Thank you for having me. So concrete is one of the largest man-made materials and the second largest to water.
Right.
And normal concrete, let's see over here. It's very strong when you're compressing it, but very, very weak when you bend or stretching. So it breaks into two pieces, and you can see from here. Our bendable concrete, instead of fracturing into two pieces, it can bend. You can see over here. Like you said, it's 500 times more ductile than normal concrete.
It's 500 times stronger?
Yes, it is.
Wow.
You can take a look over here. And it feels the same.
Oh my gosh, it bends.
It is. And it feels the same way as you can see from here. It's the same. And ours actually is 2 times more stronger and 500 times. Instead of forming these large cracks like you can see from here, it forms very fine cracks.
I would assume, and I think most people would assume that if it's bendable, it's not as strong, but it's actually the opposite?
It is. Not only that it's stronger than normal concrete in compression, and it's more bending. And the cracking that is forming, instead of large cracks, it's a very small micro cracks.
And it just flexes back and everything is good again.
It is. And it's thinner than human hair. The crack is thinner than human hair. This is one of the reasons it can self-heal.
So I'm assuming it's you and a team of researchers and scientists that put this together. How long has this been in the works?
So we have worked out in the lab. We see the self-heating and we see some self-healings.
Right.
And we would like to translate into the lab result into the real-life applications.
So is this, I don't want to say simple, but is this the same installation process as the old concrete? How do you put this in?
It is even better. So when we do the normal concrete installations and we see on the road, you put it on and you have the compacting machines on top of it. Right. And ours, we put it on 2 weeks ago. We put it on and we have compacting machines. And the contractor even told us, wow, it's amazing. It's not even crack a bit.
Wow.
So that is one thing that we have. And it's self-heat. So it can...
Can you explain, how does it self-heat? How does that work?
So we have the formulations that can capture the energies from the environment, such as sunlight. And when the temperature drops to near freezing, it releases the heat. So it can melt the snow and ice very effectively.
On its own?
Yes.
Okay, so I would assume then that this is more expensive than normal concrete.
At current stage, it is more expensive.
Sure, right.
But if we are going to large...
mass production.
Yes, it will reduce the cost. And of course, we have to build the confidence if we use it. So the one that we installed at MSU campus, that really helps to build up our confidence and show that this technology could really translate it from the lab outside of that.
I would also assume that over time there is probably a cost savings, that when you look at the cost of repairing the roads and the maintenance and the prepping for snow and ice, that this over time probably would cost less.
Exactly. You're right on the point.
We said it, or you heard it here first.
Yes. So after the lives, you're talking about the bridges, you're talking about infrastructure. That serves like decades, right? If we can make this one, let's say we have 2 or 3 years we have to repair the bridges, and this one, a decade to repair the bridges. So you save tremendously from just using this kind of materials.
Okay, so the product is now ready to go. What's next then? Have you talked to legislators? Have you talked to Lansing? Like, how do we actually make this a reality?
So this one, the first pilot test is happening at the MSU right now.
So it's on campus in part of the area?
Yes.
Where is it at?
It's on the sidewalk.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so we are facing the same environment the millions or hundreds of thousands of Michiganders actually facing.
So that was just installed recently?
Yes, it started 2 weeks ago.
Okay.
And we would like to collect the information over this winter and see how effective it is. Actually, we have 4 different types. Each of them will have different kind of effects. So we would like to collect the information. Using this information, the next year we are able to collaborate with other kind of agencies and municipals to really put on the roads.
So I kind of joked earlier saying that this could solve our pothole problems and this could be the way of the future, but that's not a joke. Like that is your goal.
That is our goal. That is a reality we are trying to feel. And the self-healing is more paper cut, like a paper cut on your fingers.
Right.
It's self-heals. So you don't need to do any repairs, don't do any surgery. You can just self-heal. So that really helps to improve, reduce the potholes, increase the safety of the public.
Look into your crystal ball. Are you thinking 5, 10 years from now, this could become the norm?
I would hope so, of course. I would hope so. But definitely we need to work with different kind of disciplines.
Right.
You know, the private sectors,
sure,
the contractors, the municipals and the state agencies to work together to make some things reality to happen.
So I don't want to get into politics with you, but as we know, with any major change like this, there probably will be pushback from those who are mass producing your traditional concrete, and that's what their infrastructure is built on. Do you think that the asphalt and concrete makers of the world will look at this and say, okay, this is the future, we can go to it?
I think we should look at it in 2 sides. The first side, yes, that definitely something innovative would happen to change the old way of thinking and manufacturing. But the one good news is we're actually using the exactly existing manufacturing process to make this concrete.
Oh, really? So
we
they
don't
don't have to retool really much of anything, just different chemical makeup, I guess?
Yes, the different kind of formulations. And this is the first thing. And the second thing is once you realize that this could actually enhance the durability, last longer and safer roads, I think that many people would like to use these materials more often.
Right. Okay, so your office is not far from the state capitol. Have you walked into the governor's office and said, take a look at this?
I wish so. I wish so. I wish to promote this one at large, and so the state agencies or even federal agencies would be looking at this one. We can really change the life of the infrastructure, the next generation American infrastructure.
Right. Do you know if there is any other bendable concrete out there, or are you the first to come up with this, you and your team?
So I would say we have the first generation that my former supervisors have the bendable concrete. And we advanced it into self-heating and the self-healing properties.
Okay, all right. So it gets better over time is what you're saying.
Yes, yes, yes.
You seem very excited about this, which you should be. But I mean, this is a very big deal.
It is. And also it's very, as a Michigan State University professor, I think this is also very educational to the students.
Right.
So we have the PhD students actually working on that.
Okay.
We have filed the patent on it. And also we have undergrad students doing this mixing and also installations on time.
Sure.
So they can learn firsthand how actually we can use this transformational technology into the real world.
That is so cool. That is so cool. How long in terms of research has it taken to get from idea to this?
For this particular case, we took about 2 years.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
I was thinking longer than that. So that's actually not that bad. In your world, it's usually a lot longer.
Yes, yes, yes. So we try different kind of formulations for sure, and we get a successful lab results.
Okay.
So now those formulations we put into the roads, and see after this winter we may have a different kind of results.
Okay, listen, Dr. Jin, after this winter, I would love for you to come back and tell us all about the results. We got to keep this moving.
I would love to. Thank you for having me today.
Excellent, Doctor. Thank you so much. Pleasure meeting you.
Thank you.